We are joined by Kevin Harvick, driver of the number 4 Busch Light Ford, who finished 5th today, but will be moving on to Miami to contend for his second Monster Energy Series title as a member of the Championship 4. Kevin, just talk a little bit about what it means to move on to contend for another title.
It means a lot, especially this year, switching everything from our manufacturer to Ford, and just seeing the steady climb of performance and peaking as the playoffs started and running good on really every racetrack that we've been to, and this has by far been our best round, all 3 top 5s and a win. So it's the right time of year to be peaking. I feel really good about our mile-and-a-half program. Homestead's been a great racetrack for us through the years, and hopefully we can go down there and contend. So I think for us, I think you're really happy with where you are, just for the fact of I think as a company we know what we went through and kind of playing on house money at this point. So we're going to go down there and wing it, see what happens.
All right, we're going to open up to questions. We'll start in the back with Jenna.
Kevin, earlier this week, Tony said about you, he said, it's something to the effect of, I've seen this script before, and when Kevin goes down to Homestead, and he thinks that the championship's over, that you're going to go down there and be a killer and win it. Is it that easy, or is it that easy for you?
We have every intention of doing that. Our intention is to go down there and win the championship, and I think if you're one of those 4 and you don't have that mentality, you're not prepared for what you're getting into, because it's I feel like you're going to have to win the race. You're going to have to not make mistakes, and we've seen it year after year. Mistakes and circumstances and things happen, and you have to be you have to be there first. You have to have a chance, and you have to think you can do it, and we know we can do it, and I think there's 3 past champions and a guy that's run well all year and won a lot of races. So it's not like it's going to be just check the box and send the check. It's guys that have done this before and won races, and but for us, we're confident in our team and feel like we should have a chance.
As you noted, the 3 champions and Truex, from the mental toughness aspect that is required to win a championship, is this maybe the strongest field? Like there's nobody really out there that can be rattled?
I wouldn't say that it's the strongest field, because I think as you look at the past, and if I'm not mistaken, I know the 78's been there before, the 18's been there before, obviously. I don't know if Brad has been there or not in this particular format, but it's it's not something that that these guys are just going to cave in and give up on what they're doing. They've all won 3 of them. 3 of us have won championships, and Martin's won a lot of races this year. So the pressure's really on the 78 and the 18. Those guys have dominated the year, and I feel like if they don't win at this point, they would probably feel like they've had a letdown. So it's a lot of fun coming from behind and playing catch up and kind of playing that underdog role is much easier than being expected to go down there and win. We expect to win.
Sorry. Do we have any final questions for Kevin? All right, Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll continue with our media availabilities. We're joined by Chase Elliott, driver of the number 24 Hooter Chevrolet, who was a second-place finisher in today's race. Chase, so close once again. Why don't you just take us through the end of the race there for us?
Yeah, we our car was really fast on those short runs after the rubber got picked up, and we had struggled to be super tight on the long haul, and kept taking off really good and was able to kind of work our way forward. And I gave everything I had to try to get a big enough gap so that I could try to keep Matt back there, and tried for everything I had, and it wasn't enough. So I felt like I gave my 110% today, and although very disappointed, again to be so dang close to winning and having a chance to race for a championship. So learning the hard way, I guess, in some ways, but it's hopefully make me a better person and make us better down the road.
All right, we'll take questions for Chase. We're going to start upstairs in the press box and then go to Bob.
Yeah, one question for Chase. Wolfgang Munzer, Rennsport Press Agency. Chase, you just said a minute ago you gave 110%. when Matt Kenseth closed the gap to you in the final stages. Can you let me know where exactly he had the advantage? Was there a special part on the track where he was quicker than your car?
I don't know. Ask Martin. He was behind us. I don't know. I felt like our car turned the middle really good on the short runs, and I felt like I just had to park it in the center after a few laps, and just kept getting worse and worse, and had to overslow the corner, and just left myself really vulnerable to getting past. So I just tried to get as big a gap as I could possibly get to keep him back there, and unfortunately, wasn't enough. And I got real tight off 2 there one lap and gave away my gap. And after that, it was just hard to get him off my bumper once he was there.
We'll go to Bob.
Bob Hockers, ESPN. Was the battle with Hamlin and the contact any result from Martinsville, or if Martinsville never happened, do you race the same way?
Wise man once told me that he'll race guys how they race him, with a smile on his face. So that's what I did today. I raced him how he raced me, and that's the way I saw it. So that's about all I have to say.
So Wise man, your father?
Doesn't matter.
Do we have any final questions for Chase? Follow-up from Bob, and then from Lee.
Was it is the more disappointing the win or not being able to go for the title?
Both. I mean, I don't know how you pick. When one means that you have an opportunity to do the other, then I'm not sure how you differentiate the two. But I don't know, just very, very disappointing, and I just hate that. I just hate so bad for my team. They've been so close to winning a handful of races the past couple years, and just like I told them after the race, at some point I got to figure out how to close better, and I take responsibility for that, and feel like I gave it my all today, and we'll try to go to Homestead next week, finish the season as strong as we can, and then get ready to come at them next year as hard as possible.
We'll wrap up with Lee with Chase.
Lee Spencer, Motorsport.com. Sorry if this was asked already. I was upstairs, but can you take some solace in knowing that the support you have for the crowd is overwhelming? I mean, the only time they really, even at MRN, they were saying you would have thought Dale Jr. took the lead when you passed Kenseth that first time. And you get anything from that maybe you can take that with you going forward?
Yeah, man, it means a lot to me to have great support and great fans, and I want people to pull for whoever they want to pull for, and it be genuine. And if that's me, then I certainly will take all the help I can get. So I appreciate each and every one of the folks here that came out that had the right hats and shirts on, and even the ones that didn't. So happy to have them, and hopefully we can I just want to make them proud someday and try to do it today.
Chase, thanks for joining us today.